जिंदगी के नाम।
Lines at the United Network for Organ Sharing Office at Richmond, Virginia, perhaps say it all. Without the organ donor, there is no story. There is no hope, no transplant. But when there is an organ donor, life springs from death, sorrow turns from hope, and a terrible loss becomes a gift.
If a person is going to die, no matter who says what, it's a very, very strenuous, it's a very, very stressful period for everybody, especially if it is something which happens suddenly. An accident, somebody falls off the building, drugs, or whatever, stroke, heart attack. Now, that kind of thing, the family is not mentally prepared. So they are full of grief. But if they can be made to understand and they come forward and make a donation in that period, that nobility, it offsets the grief. And I've seen it happen again and again. They have done something meaningful in a time of grief. And I feel that family should be honored in every way. We should give them, anything we can do to honor the donor, be it live or cadaveric. The local MP or the police chief should go over there for the funeral, give him a salute. Why not? It's good publicity for the politician as well. And that family, give them some support, give them a card, maybe which says thank you for saving lives, which may have some value in terms of getting some benefit in bank loans or maybe in getting school admissions, something, anything, or travel, 50% travel, the whole world gets 50% travel or something or the other. Why not somebody like this? A person in his death is benefiting at least 8 people with solid organs and many more in soft tissue. So he's actually a national hero as much as anybody else. So I think we should do as much as we can for them. Honor the donor, as far as I'm concerned. And the recipient side, obviously, you're getting an organ and you have a chance to get back to a near normal life. I've got at least 80 odd men who have become fathers after transplants. I've got about 14 girls who became mothers after transplants. So that's the degree of normalcy we are talking about.
Hi, my name is Reena Raju. I had a heart transplant 7 years back. I'm also the founder of Lighter Life, Reena Raju Foundation. Welcome to my world. I was diagnosed with a heart failure. My heart was thrice the size of a normal healthy heart. A healthy heart would function anywhere from 50 to 70%. My heart at that point was functioning at only 15%. And I was told that I have DCM, dilated cardiomyopathy. I had to learn to pronounce this word first of all and live it. It was a shock for me when I learned that Reena had a heart failure. That was when we were just 25 years old. And to see a sister who's completely fit, hockey player, suddenly on a hospital bed, very weak and feeble, was very depressing for me to see. And 4.5 years was very, very tough because she lived with limited water intake, liquid intake, because that would load and add stress to her heart. I did not want a heart transplant. The whole thought that someone else is going to be brain dead and someone else is going to be no more, it freaked me out. I prayed, in fact, that I rather go than wait for someone's organs to be donated. But it was God's will and I had a heart transplant. Everything I do for the past 7 years is special because it's done through my donor heart. My donor heart is beating in me, pumping life in me. So I want my donor family to know, wherever they are, that everything I do is in memory of their loved one. By God's grace, within a month of registering her, she got a call for a transplant and we had to fly down to Chennai. After that, I think it's only been a good journey, and it's really heartening to see my sister do so well and give back to society. So she had a heart transplant on November 19th, 2009. And it's going to be close to 7 years, this November. And 6 months post her transplant, Reena was running her first marathon. She completed, jogging, walking, but her whole idea was to go and spread the awareness. When I felt sick, I thought there is a good reason for it. I never questioned God, and I believe in God's plan. So here I saw my purpose. I felt the need to go out there, create awareness on organ donation, and that's when I set up Light a Life Reena Raju Foundation.
2011 டிசம்பர் 16 சென்னை ஹாஸ்பிட்டலேருந்து ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபர் பண்ணேன். பையன் சாதிக்குன்னு ஒருத்தன், அவங்க தான் ஹார்ட் வந்து அப்புறம் கிடச்சி ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபர் பண்ணி முடிச்சாச்சு. ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபர் பண்ணி அப்புறம் மந்த்லி பண்ணியாச்சு, ஒரு சரியாக ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபர் பண்ணி டிஸ்சார்ஜ் ஆகிடுச்சு. அதுக்கப்புறம் மெடிசன் வந்து ஒரு பெரிய விஷயமா இருந்துச்சு. எனக்கு வந்து மெடிசன் வச்சு என்ன பண்ண போகிறோம் வைக்கிறோமோ எதுவுமே தெரியல. ஸ்டார்டிங்கில் வந்து 40,000 வந்துச்சு மந்த்லி. அப்போ தான் ரொம்ப மாத்திரை சாப்பிட முடியாது. டாக்டர் பிரியா மேம் வந்து ரீனா மேம் வந்து இன்ட்ரடியூஸ் பண்ணி வச்சுருந்தாங்க. அவங்க மூலிமா வந்து நான் நேராக உயிரோடு இருப்பேன்னு எனக்கு தெரியல. அவங்க இல்லைனா கிட்டத்தட்ட ஒரு 2 வருஷமாக லாஸ்ட் இயராக மெடிசன் அவங்க தான் கொடுத்துட்ருக்காங்க.
Family support plays a very vital role in a recipient's life. Most patients do not have the kind of opportunities and the kind of care that I have today. And what we look for as a family, as a foundation of Light a Life, and as an individual, as a patient myself, is to ensure that every patient who comes to us gets the same support, the care, and the motivation and encouragement to live their life to the fullest. So that's been our goal for a very long time now. सात सुरों की आवाज है, नया दिन और नई बात है, उमंगे हैं अब यूं जवां, छू लेंगे हम ये आसमां, काम ले तू मेरा हाथ, जब चले मिलकर हम सब साथ, देखे ये दुनिया सारी और हो सबकी बस एक आवाज, come on India. Everything I do is in memory of my donor. So go on, donate organs and light lives. Also, let's work towards a holistic and secure transplant program. Come on, India.
When we have something called end-stage organ disease, where medical treatment is not possible, then the best option is to replace that organ. So to replace organs, we need someone to give those organs. So when we say organ donation, what we mean is that somebody has to donate basically 6 organs we talk about: liver, kidney, heart, lungs, intestine and pancreas. So when we talk of organ donation, these are the 6 organs which we usually bring out. And the key here is that you cannot donate organs in a normal death. That is one thing which is very difficult to understand, that you can donate eyes, you can donate skin, bones after a normal death. But organs you can donate only when there is a brain death. So in brain death, what happens is the injury is to the brain. So the brain dies, but the heart continues to beat for a few hours or days. So the blood supply to these vital organs continues. So as the heart continues to beat, your kidneys are working, the liver is working, and that is the time, that short window we have, a few hours to few days, where the entire process has to be done. So it's a very different thing from eye donation. The heart has to be beating, and to understand that your loved one is no more, when you see the monitor still showing a heartbeat, that is the concept which has to be basically understood.
Actually, it was December 2014, and we were planning to go out for winter vacation, and Zainab was preparing for carol singing. 19th she came back, and she was very excited about carol singing, but she had mild fever, and after 2 days we took her to her pediatrician, but after taking medicines and all that, there was no change in her condition. Fever was there, and she was having nausea, continuous nausea. Doctors gave injections, medicines, everything, but nothing helped, and her condition worsened, and she was not able to eat anything. After a chain of diagnostic tests, around midnight to after 2:30, we came to know that her kidneys are not functioning, and we couldn't believe, because Zainab was such a bright, active, and such a happy girl, that we had no clue about this problem. There was no hope. In whole extended family, we searched everywhere, and everybody was trying and going through all the tests and everything, my all close relatives, but there was no match.
We have been through different hospital. I have checked in India, in abroad, everywhere, and the problem is the organ. We have medicines, we have treatments, we have surgeries, everything is available, but the organ is not there. There is no replacement for the human organ.
I think after 3 or 4 months, Zainab's condition worsened, and she started having other problems like water retention in liver and lungs. She used to console me. I'm myself, I think I consider myself as strong and quite brave in that sense, but she is stronger and more brave than me. I used to tell her everything, but it was really difficult to tell her to wait for a few more months, for a few more days, for a few more weeks. We were waiting, and uncertainty was killing. On 5th January, we got that call. That call changed Zainab's life, and transplant was done on 6th night. I don't have words to describe my pain for the parents who had the courage and heart to donate their 5-year-old baby's organs. Thankful is a very small word. We owe them. And now I just want happiness for them. I just wish all the happiness in the world for them. And for that angel, I pray every night. they don't have any idea what they have done for us.
It is very important for all of us to pledge for this organ donation, because that is the least we can do, and this is the time where we can give it back to the society. When we are leaving this world, there is no use for the body and organs and these things.
उन्होंने एक बेटी लूज की है, लेकिन मैं भी अपने आप को उनकी ही बेटी मानती हूँ। उनके नोबल जेस्चर से मेरी मतलब लाइफ इतनी अच्छी हो सकती है। तो अगर पूरा इंडिया करेगा तो बहुत सारी लोगों की लाइफ बहुत अच्छी बन सकेगी। और जिन्होंने अपनी डॉटर के ऑर्गन्स डोनेट किए हैं, मैं उनके लिए प्रे करती हूँ कि उनकी लाइफ बहुत आसान हो, बहुत सारी उनके लिए खुशियाँ आए, सब उनकी लाइफ एकदम बेस्ट हो।